Hello everyone. Okay, so in this video we're going to go through the footer. Alright, so as you may have noticed if you watched the previous video, we've already had a little bit of play around with the footer on the page when we were creating terms and conditions and the privacy and cookie policy separate pages and hidden pages. Okay, so what can we do in the footer? The footer, we can add all sorts of information within our footers. So if you've got a shop or an office where you actually want to encourage people to then come along, then obviously add your address, add your name. You can even pop images in here. You can change the colours. I'm sure, to be honest, let's have a quick experiment, shall we? Let's see if we can also add an image and text, because if we can, then things can get very interesting. Oh, look at that, we actually can, guys. Okay, so why have I just got really excited about that? Well, if we go to the settings where we have the image on that side and we have it maybe that small, okay, and I'm going to go with the left, I've got quite excited because what we can then do, we can add, so say we had done a white version of our logo, which obviously I haven't, but let's pretend I had done a white version of the logo, so it would obviously show up an awful lot more than that one does right now. Then we can make our footer look very, very cool, guys. Okay, so then in here, or it could be underneath it, if you prefer that kind of layout, so we could go that way. All right, then you could then put, your address, your little byline. So say whatever your tagline is. So tagline goes here, and then obviously that could be in your nice header font. So we'll go, I think header 3 is probably going to look right there. Yeah, there we go. So you could put your tagline there, and then on the next one down, then we could put your shop address. So you could put okay, so you could pop your shop address there. So again, I would pop that as the header 3, which is then the next one down, or even header 4. There we go. Yeah. But can we get that back over to that? Yes, we can. Okay. And yeah, I'd just make that, I'd just go to town, guys, seriously. So yeah, so you can do that. So that's exciting to know. Okay, as you've seen in the other video, also we can add other pages. So if you didn't want to do your terms and conditions and privacy policy, or if you're still on the free account so you can't actually add your own, there are other pages you can add as well where it's not included on your main navigation up here. Okay, so if you want to know how to do that, then obviously just watch the previous video. Page company, that's basically just MailChimp's bringing over anything you've got. But like I said, by doing this, and you don't have to go for the image, guys, if you don't want to add your logo. But we can still make it, as you've seen, we can still make it look an awful lot pretty in that. So we're going to delete that block. Okay. Yes, we're sure. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So yeah, basically have a play. Like I said, in this one we can have 2 columns, but if you bring text ones over, you can actually split them into 4 columns. Or you could do something like this where you do the image block with some text, and again you can change that to however you want. You can have it where your logo is at the top, or you could change it so that your logo is at one side of it. That would also look really nice if you've then split this into 2 columns as well. Obviously then you've got your social links down here as well, so you can change them. So make sure you add whatever your Facebook URL is, or your Twitter URL, or Instagram. And if you have other things, so say you don't have Twitter but you've actually got Pinterest instead, then obviously add the URL for that. Or if you've got YouTube channel, or if you've gone for LinkedIn instead, whatever your social media channels are, make sure you get them added in there. Now the other thing that you can do with that is you can actually change the style of these as well. So if it fits better doing the vertical, then obviously you can change it to the vertical, or you can change what the horizontal is that you're doing. You can make it bigger, okay, make it smaller, You can have it, maybe that suits the theme that you've got better. Okay, or you can go for the normal standard colors. All right, you can also change them to outlined if that goes better with what you're doing on your theme. I'm going to stick with solid at the moment. Okay, so yeah, basically there's tons of stuff that we can add over here. Now the other thing that you can do in your footer is you can change the color. So I'm going to go back to my brand style guide, and I'm going to go for quite a dark one. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to copy that over and then come back here, paste, hit return. Okay, so I mean, like I said, that would probably be better if I'd done a white version of the logo. Now that's probably still not dark enough for my colours that are coming across, so that's absolutely fine. And like I said, this is all about experimenting, guys. So I'm going to go back and actually copy the hex code for the darker green that we've got in that brand. There we go. Okay, so now that's a lot easier to read. All right, so there we go. So you could do that, or you can also add an image. So I don't know, let's just say go with that one. Okay, there you go. And again, then just change your text so it's appropriate, and you know it's readable. Or you could use the box text instead and bring that over and then do it that way. Okay, but I'm going to go back to just that. Now, the other thing that you can change is how these are edited as well. So we just go to the section, the footer section. All right, so this is another way we can do it. We can add the image again via here or change the color via here. We can also add borders. All right, so sometimes a solid border at the top, depending on what color you've gone with on there, can then also add to your design. All right, but I'm going to go with none on this one. You can also change the padding, so we could say that we want that more like that. And there we go. So that's now just increased the padding there. Okay, the footer interior. So again, this is those interior blocks. So here you go. But again, I'm just going to go for no color on those. And again, you can increase the padding on those and everything as well. You can also change what the text is. So at the moment it's all Open Sans, but I could change it to that Laura, which is the other font that I've gone with, and I can actually change the color as well. So I might want to go for my lighter color that I've used over here. So let's see what things that's going to change, because I'm not sure how many things are using that styling at the moment. Oh, there we go. So the address is using that styling at the moment, whereas everything else is classed as the header. Okay, and obviously we can change the alignment of that as well and change the spacing. So I'm going to leave that on double spaced. And then here's where we change our footer links. Okay, so I don't want them underlined. So, and again, I'd possibly want them to change colour. So it's doing that one, but it's not removing the underline. So we've obviously got that on somewhere as well in another style thing. So again, it's just a case of seeing where those style things are. There it is. So are you there? So can we take you off? So you're applying those styles. But again, for some reason, it really doesn't want to get rid of that that underline for some reason. No? Okay, we're going to hit save and close. So we'll have another go back there. Right, there we go. Okay, so it's done it on one, and I've obviously again on that one got to go through that whole process again. But it's basically just trying to clear that style from everywhere, and then yeah, it's usually then fine. So let's remove it from that one as well. There we go. All right, okay. So that's how you can then style those links up as well. So there you go, guys. You can do all sorts. And the fact that we can actually add those image blocks over here as well, that really does mean that there's a lot of things that we can go route-wise with the actual footer as well. Okay. The other thing that is normal to add as well in the footer is a little copyright notice. So I'm just gonna add that over here, but I'm gonna want to move it down below that. There we go. So again, just add the copyright. So it would be copyright 2020. Whatever your business name is. So this is Paul Lumiere Web Designs. And yeah, again, just play around with where you want that, whether you want the text a tad smaller, a tad bigger, however you want to style that. Obviously, again, you can change your fonts if you need to, change your sizes, change the line height. So again, go for double. And again, you could always change that to 2 columns if there was other stuff that you wanted to pop in there as well. Okay, guys, so there's just so much that you can do. I know, right? I'm probably going to want to just move that down a little bit. There we go. And that's it. So that is how you can have a play and change around your footer and everything else. Bring images over, pop your address in. You could also do like an opening hours on this page as well if you want to make it easier for people, especially if you've got a shop. And then obviously, like I said, any links to any other pages that are in your site but that you don't want to include on your main navigation, or you just can't basically fit them up there. And then obviously then social links. So it's one of those things. This is the information you always want to have on every single page. So obviously it is a little bit annoying at the moment that MailChimp's footer can be changed for every single page. So if you want to then do this, you're going to have to go through the same process on all of your pages. Whether that's going to be something that they'll change in the future, I'm not sure. Obviously, as it's in beta at the moment, they are expecting us to give them feedback. So obviously, if it's something that irks you, then please, by all means, give them feedback. It's the only way that we're going to be able to help them out with this beta at the moment. But that's it, guys. So there you go. That, by now, you've pretty much built a website. I know we haven't covered your shop and your products page and your home page, because we're going to do those in later modules, but right now you should have the rest of your pages built out. So you should have your header images, your content blocks in the middle with whatever it was on each page. You should have figured out your designs for each page, you know, where you change colours and all that kind of stuff in the background. You should have brought your content over. And now you should have changed all of your footers. So I really, again, seriously, guys, just screenshot what you're making, share it in the Facebook group, because I'm really, really getting excited about what you guys are doing at the moment. Okay, and I will see you in the next module. Okay, bye for now.